Can you people believe that we're halfway through the year already? Halfway through 2021. Has it been exciting for you guys? It's been a bit of a mixed bag for me. But what can you do? Oh, allow me to introduce myself. It's your boy. It's brasstax, baby. You already know, and if you don't, then you're new here. If you're new here, you better hit that subscribe button, become a member, put all the notifications to all, hit that bell icon, because these are different kind of reviews right here. And like I said, halfway through 2021, which means we've got to do a top 10 list of the best looking 4K Blu-rays so far. Now, this list is my personal opinion. These are movies that I've watched, but I haven't reviewed all of them. There are about 5 or 6 movies that I haven't reviewed, either because I didn't get time to, just been busy, or what have you. But I will talk a bit about them here in this top 10. Now, the top 5, I'll say, are must-haves, but in all honesty, you can put them in any kind of order except number 1. Now, I know my boy Shane from Spare Change likes to do his top 10 based on audio and visual quality, but for right now, I'm sticking to the visuals, and there are going to be some surprises in this list, mark my words, it's going to get crazy. But look, let's just get on with it. Panty dropping 4K Blu-rays of 2021 so far, starting with number 10. My girl Sharon Stone got that basic instinct, just like your boy. We both have basic instincts. Say what you will about the movie, but listen, this 4K transfer is pretty fantastic. A lot of it looks like it was shot yesterday. Looks clean, looks tasty, looks very detailed. One scene in particular which everyone likes to talk about. How do I say this? I have never seen that specific scene this graphic. You see everything, and when I mean everything, people, I mean everything. I remember seeing the 1080p Blu-ray, saw it a few times on TV. They definitely edited that scene out on the TV. But even on the Blu-ray, you didn't see that much. Everything is a lot clearer here. Doesn't leave much to the imagination. Sharon Stone looking A1 as usual. And the transfer is pretty damn good. If you like the movie, it's a no-brainer. You need to pick up this version because it looks fantastic. Over to number 9. Is this movie underrated? I don't know, but it's one of my all-time favorites, Clint Eastwood in The Line of Fire. What a classic. This movie is a classic as far as I'm concerned. John Malkovich doing his thing, playing an absolute psychopath. Most of this conversation takes place over the phone. Threats, Clint Eastwood doing his thing. And it's a must-watch thriller from start to finish. Now, the transfer, a lot of it looks like it was shot yesterday. I remember watching the 1080p not too long ago, and the 4K blows this right out of the water. Like razor sharp, it's got some grain in it, but it is a fantastic looking 4K transfer. As vintage as this movie is, it really does look current. And it's a must-have, and the Atmos is pretty damn good as well. You can't go wrong with the sound or PQ with this. Pick this bad boy up. Number 8 is a box set I have reviewed, and that is Indiana Jones. The first one looks great, the second one looks great, the third one looks great, the fourth one looks great. Little imperfections here and there, but for movies as old as they are, they look absolutely staggering. Like an amazing watch. I was watching Last Crusade the other day. My dad popped over and he was just like, I've never seen it look like this. Never. Is it the TV? I'm like, well, partially. It's partially the TV, but it's mostly the transfer. Indiana Jones, most of you guys have got it, and there are no complaints as far as I'm concerned. A classic set of movies, apart from the fourth one, that's given the love and care it deserves, as it should. It's definitely on this list. Number 7 is a re-release of sorts. You got Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Now, it's a bit subjective because a lot of people don't like that aspect ratio, the little box in the middle, but I personally don't have a problem with it. The cool thing about having an OLED is the black bars literally do disappear into darkness. you don't even notice it. And it looks phenomenal. I think the colors have been tweaked throughout the movie, but those scenes, especially when Batman is fighting Superman in the Ultimate Edition, the superior version looks stunning. It pops where it should, and the Atmos is thunderous. The only thing missing from this release was possibly Dolby Vision, but what can you do? And not only is the Ultimate Edition the definitive version to watch, watching it with the switching aspect ratios is the best way to watch them. I can only hope Zack Snyder does the same thing with the Man of Steel, because I would love to see how that looks. I have the previous BVS 4K Blu-ray, and I have watched both of them, and it's staggering how much of the screen has been missed out. How much you're actually missing, because some of it is pan and scan from what I can see. And seeing this movie in its full glory is the way to go. So this is definitely the version to get, and it looks and sounds amazing. Number 6, another Zack Snyder released Justice League. Zack Snyder's The Justice League. 4 hours. God damn. What a beautiful looking movie. This movie should have been out in the theaters. I understand why perhaps it wasn't, because it is 4 hours long, but I would have watched it. I would have paid money to go and see it, and it looks amazing. The visuals look amazing. The movie looks amazing. The 4K, absolutely gorgeous. The Atmos, once again, panty dropper. I watched the 4K stream when it was out, loved the way it looked, and the 4K Blu-ray is a noticeable step up. It's a brighter image and it pops more. And obviously the Dolby Atmos is uncompressed, so it's a winner here. It's the definitive Justice League to get, and you should get it. I don't even know why I'm trying so hard to sell it. It's an amazing movie, and it belongs perhaps top 3, maybe even top 2 best superhero movies of all time. And I know a lot of people are sensitive to the box aspect ratio, but you know, if you can overlook that, you're seeing so much more on the screen. It's an absolute winner. My lord, we're already halfway through the list, people. Look, we're going at this at a rapid rate. I'm giving you guys what you need. Some people complain that I talk too much at the beginning. I'm going to anyway, but I didn't want to make this video longer than it needed to be. We're in top 5 status here. We're talking panty dropper awards through and through. Number 5, a movie I didn't review, but I did watch. Elysium. Sharlto Copley, I think that's how you pronounce his name, didn't want to butcher it, apologize if I did. He is such a badass in this movie. I love him. I'm rooting for him in nearly every movie I see of his. He is great in this, great story. Matt Damon, awesome also. The special effects were great, the story was great. In that chamber that just heals everything you have, goddamn, I'd like one of those. I'd like one of those. You know, I said the chamber, listen, I'm too good looking. Put me in the chamber, make me a little uglier for people, baby. I've got too much charisma, how about we take some of that away? A chamber like that would be awesome to decrease brass tax value. He's so intimidating right now. But let's see what happens. But the special effects are great, the transfer is spectacular. Great depth in the transfer, razor sharp. One of the best looking 4Ks I've seen this year. Panties are gonna drop and they're gonna stay off, I ain't gonna lie to you. The only jarring thing about this movie, and it is jarring, is Jodie Foster's accent. It's like what she's saying isn't matching her expressions. It's almost like she went back and redid the vocals. What was her accent? South Africa? I don't know, but whatever it was, and you know, it was just a little bit off. Atmos is absolutely house shaking. You're gonna die on that woofer. Amazing transfer, amazing audio quality. It's got the Panty Dropper Award. That's hard to come by these days. Number 4, another movie I didn't review, a movie I had absolutely zero interest in watching. Was not a fan. Love and Monsters, I thoroughly enjoyed. Nice, cool movie about love and shit, right? But it's got monsters in it, which is not a bad thing. Maybe love makes monsters of us all. That's a nice little metaphor. Bars. Irrespective of that, it's a great movie. It's razor sharp. sharp, clean digital image from start to finish. It looks absolutely gorgeous. The HDR and Dolby Vision just make the visuals pop even more. It's demo worthy. You can use it to show off your new 4K TV any day of the week. It gets the Panty Dropper Award and it deserves its number 4 spot, 100%. Pick it up. It's a good one. Number 3, another movie I didn't review, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and that is Monster Hunter. Milla Jovovich, okay, or whatever her name is a badass in this, like she is in all the Resident Evil movies. Is this movie taken from a game? I think it is, right? It is taken from a game. This is her new thing now, making movies based on games. I mean, look, I don't know how good it is compared to the game. I liked the way the movie started. There are a number of characters which I thought were really good. And then something happens and you're like, why did that have to happen? That was a good thing you had going there. But gorgeous, gorgeous disc. I cannot believe how gorgeous it is. So immersive, just the colors pop. Everything about it is just stunning. You can pause the movie at any time and just be in absolute awe. HDR is a winner, and the Atmos is thunderous also. I mean, great overhead sounds, great effects all around. It is a great disc to showcase 4K. Now, whether you'll enjoy it is another matter. It's okay, it's nothing special in terms of movies, but it looks phenomenal, people. Number 2, a movie I have reviewed recently, Godzilla vs. Kong. What can I say about it? If you want to know what I think about the movie and the transfer, I'm going to leave a link to the review right up here. But it looks phenomenal. Godzilla King of the Monsters looks great also. Great Atmos, reference Atmos, and a damn near reference 4K disc in terms of PQ. And this one does not disappoint. Now, is it convoluted? Do you need to leave your brain at the door? Hell yeah, but you're gonna have a good time. Some of the best HDR Dolby Vision implementation I've seen. It just pops and drips all over the screen. 100% number 2 on my list and deserves it. Some of you guys may have this as your number 1 and I don't blame you. It is that good, people. It's a must-have. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. We've done number 2. What could possibly be number 1? And to cap it off, a movie that I have not reviewed, but I have watched, thoroughly enjoyed the movie, and the visuals and audio are next level. And that is Chaos Walking. God damn, this movie is insane. It's a very interesting story within itself. It's something different, something original. I'm a big Tom Holland fan, not so much a fan of, what's her name? You know who, Skywalker chick. Not a fan of hers so much, but he is definitely great in this. And this concept, the story is very, very interesting. I had a good time from start to finish, but I'll be damned if the visuals didn't blow me away. Razor sharp, all the 4KRs you need, every little detail pronounced and available for you to see in all its glory. Textures on clothing, close-ups, you can see the paw, individual hair strands, the foliage, the leaves, the trees, the depth of field looks amazing. Great 3D pop, razor sharp, HDR, Dolby Vision gives it the distinct color advantages that 1080p can't handle. It is an absolute winner, and for a story and the 4K disc, it's a must-have, people. The Dolby Atmos also was astounding at times. I know just from general comments and people in my inbox, a lot of people have dismissed this movie. They think it's some woke shit. It's not. It's a really good story. It's a really good story. And the 4K matches how good the story is. The 4K is just next level. For me, it was very easy. I was kind of compiling this list together. I already had the number 1 as Chaos Walking. with Godzilla being a second, but this one's in a league of its own. It really is that good, and I highly recommend you guys pick it up because it is fantastic, people. And there we have it, the top 10 list of 2021 so far. We're only halfway in, so a lot of these can be changed up. There could be a new #1 by December, you don't know. Lists always change, but for right now, the top 10, definitely the top 5 are the ones to get. They get my panty dropper awards. Phenomenal, people. So how do you feel? Do you agree with the list? Do you disagree with the list? What are your top 5s? I know I've already asked this in the community tab, but I want to know, as it relates to this video, how do you feel about it? Are there any 4K Blu-rays you've overlooked, which now, because of the list, you might go and check out? I want to know. Okay, people, there you have it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Become a member. It really helps the channel. And that is it. 4K Rockstar. You already know.